Well, I'm in a safe place. But for me, it wasn't always that way. The flu hit our city about 2 years ago. And San Francisco's got a lot of people. And it's surrounded by water on 3 sides, which is great. It means less people can get in, right? No. It means that we can't get out. It means that what happens here stays here. It's like Vegas or something. Anytime there's a disease, it's very easy just to block off the bridges, stop the ferries, and barricade the freeway in the south. There's only 3 ways out of the city. 2 bridges and a freeway. It was about 2 years ago when the flu hit, and it hit hard. And my friend and I were at the theater watching some movie. I don't even remember what it is anymore. And we joked around about zombies and, how some people with the flu were becoming very lethargic and very not looking themselves. It's very pale and tragic looking. And I had said, this is not Night of the Living Dead or anything. And he had said, but what if it is? I didn't know at that time how right he would be. I didn't know that he wouldn't make it home. And I think he knew that. And he had passed on all the information from Lost Zombies to me. And I've been on the site for a while. And I started to believe him when my former roommates turned. They had been slinking around the house, if you will. I think they were searching for me, almost as if they could smell life in the house, and that really pissed them off. But they're not here anymore. I took care of them. They're no longer living or dead-ish. They're just dead now. My lifelong friends, whom I'm always grateful for, managed to find me. And they came over and we packed up everything that I could. They had managed to get a safe house, if you will, and had said that I should come and stay with them, that they were concerned about my welfare being so far in suburban San Francisco where anything could happen, end quote. And so we packed up and we went in the underground system, the subway here, and we're pretty lucky because the subway, the whole systems were stopped when the infection started. It was nobody leaves, nobody gets in, trains were halted, electrical lines were turned off, pretty much any way you could. If you crossed the barrier, such as my friend did, you never came back. You were never heard from again. You simply vanished. We have an idea of what happened to people, but we're not really sure. So, here I am, in my new house. We have high windows. We don't have to worry about zombies climbing up in. Glass isn't broken yet. Got a high fence, barbed wire on top. Got a nice little backyard. We can actually go outside and see the blue sky. Helps us know that the world is still there, that the earth is still spinning. We have security gates, tripwires, telephones everywhere, walkie-talkies. We do have electricity. We have a telephone system. We have a really fantastic way that we can actually use our old cell phones to actually communicate. That's kind of cool. We have internet. That's obviously how I'm making this video. We've got a whole lot of things. We have neighbors. They're people. It's nice to have people around. We occasionally have zombie neighbors. When one of the neighbors decides to go outside and on their shift watch, watching for the zombies to take them out before they take us out, gets bitten. Around here, we don't react too swiftly to people who get bitten. We know that it takes a while once you've been bitten. It's not as fast as the original flu. We're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it means that basically these people can go spend it with their friends or their family. Unfortunately, we don't trust them enough, so we chain them up like dogs to their house. Everybody has a horse hoop built into a stud in their wall, and chains, and handcuffs, and leg cuffs, and collars. And when you're bitten, there's no excuse. There's no exceptions to the rule. Everybody gets chained up for 1 week. If you don't die after a week, and if the cut, or the bite, or the scrape, or whatever isn't infected, you're set free. And by free, I mean you're on the street. You don't get to come back home. You don't get to come back to the compound. You've put yourself in danger, and now you must go fight the danger. You can't take those chances. And if you die while you're chained to the wall, well, we just blow your fucking head off. Easy as pie. It sucks. But I've learned to be a little bit hardcore. I still break down, though. I think that's why I'm making this video, so I can break down once in a while. I don't cry a lot. I stopped crying once I found that my family was dead. They were on their way to the city. I stopped to get gas. They didn't know. They just knew that there was something going on in the city and they couldn't reach me, and that they had to be here. They didn't make it. They had actually called me and said that they were stopping to get gas, and I heard, I don't know what I heard. It was like sirens and growling and lots of screaming. Sometimes I dream of nothing but screaming. Sometimes I dream of living. I don't think I've lived yet. Here I am on borderline of death.